Let's talk about the first year of med school. Mine made me drop out, move countries, and try to start a whole new life. I came back to pick up the pieces and to face what I ran away from. Here's what I wish someone had told me before I fled the scene. If you just started med school and you already feel like you don't belong, you're not alone. The first year is designed to test you. Not only your memory, but your confidence, your mental health, even your sense of self. Everyone's telling you that it's normal, but what they don't tell you is how psychological it really gets. You will see people competing about grades, gossiping about who failed, and it starts to feel like med school is just this toxic club you'll never fit into. I fell into that trap and I believed that. I thought maybe I wasn't cut out for this. So I left. And I had to come back just to learn that the only thing defining your med school experience is you and your mindset. So let's talk about how to have a better one. My first tip is don't panic if you don't love the subjects. Those first year subjects are not meant to make you fall in love with medicine. They are designed to give you the foundation you'll build on later. So don't freak out if you're not thrilled by lab experiments or molecular pathways. Just focus on getting through them and passing. Not loving those classes doesn't mean you're not cut out to be a doctor. It just means you're human. My second tip is to be okay with being a beginner. The first few years, you will constantly feel like you know nothing about anything, to be honest. And that's exactly how it's supposed to feel. Medicine takes time, usually 3 to 5 years to see the results of your effort. So instead of letting this uncertainty destroy your confidence, just learn to sit with it. Every confused moment is needed for your brain to learn how to think like a doctor. The next thing to keep in mind is it will get easier. It won't always be this hard. In the beginning, everything overwhelms your brain. New city, new people, new environment, new things to be exposed to, such as dead bodies. I don't know. So just give yourself some grace. It takes time for your brain to adopt, and with time, these things will just be the regular, and it will start feeling like your second home. The medical lingo, it stops sounding like a foreign code. And you will also get to know yourself better. The real skill in med school is not just the knowledge, it's the self awareness. Find out what works for you and what doesn't. How much you can study before you burn out. How much exercise or social time or food do you need to keep you sane? It will be your new routine. You can do it in autopilot and it won't take up so much of your brain capacity. Just hang in there, girl. Next tip, don't take exam hostility personally. You will eventually meet examiners who seem like their sole purpose is to make students feel miserable. Some will interrupt you mid sentence, some will make harsh or even personal comments about you. But here's the truth, it's rarely about you. They've had their own bad experiences, or a bad day, or they've simply forgotten how it feels like to be a student. The key is to not internalize their tone as a reflection of your worth or ability. Here's another one we all need to practice. Dare to try, even if you fail. Being seen trying is not embarrassing. Asking a dumb question, failing an exam, or asking for help doesn't make you weak, it makes you real. Medicine doesn't reward people who pretend to have it all figured out. It rewards people who keep showing up. So give yourself permission to try and fail openly. That's how you really grow. Up next is ignore the noise because people will grow up eventually. In the beginning, med school can feel like high school all over again. Comparison, competition, gossip. Some people will act superior, some will be the loudest in the room, but medicine has a way of leveling people. Eventually, everyone will go through their own humbling phase. Those same classmates who seemed arrogant or dismissive early on often become kind and grounded colleagues later. Be patient with them and with yourself. It's okay to stay in your own lane, focus on yourself, and protect your energy. And yes, this includes not keeping score of their grades, not checking when they are going on exams or how many exams they've already passed. Focus on yourself, girl. And here's, I think, the most important I should have heard so that I wouldn't quit med school. And this is the grass isn't greener on the other side. I used to think if I just quit medicine, my life would have been so much easier. I could just study something else, I could start earning money sooner, and I could just be free again. But when I left, I realized I was wrong. Outside of medicine, any other path you could choose would have its own set of struggles. Nothing is easy. Everything worth having is built over a long period of time with consistent efforts. There are no shortcuts, not in medicine, not in building a fit body, or not in personal growth. Med school, for all its chaos, it gives you structure, community, and a chance to grow and build something meaningful. If you start working a job, for example, where nobody's pushing you to progress and level up each year, you could just be stuck on the same level for years. Even when you want to change or move countries, you would have to find a job on the same level you were before. Whereas in med school, you are forced to level up each year. So when you finish, you would have so many doors open for you. The possibilities you have when you get your medical degree are really worth forcing yourself through this intense period of growth. And my final but really valuable tip, and something that I really struggled with in the beginning, is don't fear the long road. In my first year of med school, it used to push down on my conscience that, oh my God, it's gonna take 6 to 10 years that I will become a doctor, including residency. It would really discourage me because it gave me fear of commitment. I thought that once I turned 30, I'm gonna be old, that I wanted to live and I wanted to experience things without this huge commitment pushing down my neck. And that might be true or a good way for thinking for people who, I don't know, take up huge loans or become in depth if they want to do medical school. But for me, I had nothing to lose and I had everything to gain. Yes, medicine takes years, but those years will pass anyways. The beauty of this path is that it's already paid for you. All you have to do is keep walking. Also, in medical school, you get to take side quests you could never get to take in a job. All the research projects you could be a part of, all the exchange practices you could experience. If you want to take a holiday while you work in a job, you have to save up the money and pay for it yourself. If you're in medical school and you have a summer holiday and you want an IFMSA exchange to Italy, you are going to spend a month there. A month there with friends or like minded students from all over the world. You can make new friends. You don't have to pay for an accommodation. These small adventures really shape you and make you richer as a person. So don't rush it. You'll look back one day and realize that those long years were the ones building your strength. So, if you're in your first year right now, don't mistake confusion for failure. Every doctor you admire have once felt exactly like you, unsure, tired, confused, doubting if they'd make it. You're doing so much better than you think. Sure, medicine takes time, but so does anything worth having. If you've made it this far, I hope this video was helpful for you. I'd like to hear your med school experiences and how you handled your first year. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. It helps me reach more students who might need to hear this today. Take care of yourself, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next video.